right, think about this. 9 out of 10 young men struggle with approach anxiety. I used to be one of these people. I used to be very, very shook when it came to approaching, cold approach and stuff like that out and about. But then so many things happened and like accumulation of experiences where I was just like, okay, I need to do this because I'm not getting anywhere else in life. Like, like just like the normal approach. Oh, who your friends introduce you to, meet someone at a party and stuff like that. It didn't work out that for me like that, unfortunately. But through just constant and sheer approaching and learning how to do it and learning everything there was about game and stuff like that, I managed to do it. And now I've got a wife and I have a kid, and I met my wife through day game. So it worked for me. I'm clear evidence of this. So you can listen to me on this. But I'm just going to talk about this little thing here. So 9 out of 10 young men struggle with approach anxiety. I'm just going to give you one little nugget, not like a massive course on it. If you want that, maybe put some comments down below. I can do a whole rejection course, for example. But this one thing is the fear of rejection and failure, which stops them from initiating interactions with women they find attractive and would love to date. This is what I want to talk about here. So one little thing, one little mind takeaway, one little way of thinking that you can use when you're ever in a situation. So as soon as you stop watching this video, you go out for the day and you see this banging little chick, right? You want to approach her, you want to say hello to her, you want to get a number, you want to go for instant date or a date with her, whatever. What you could do, just have that one little thought in your mind, which is this, okay? If you don't approach her, she doesn't even know you exist. Like, I'm going to boil it down for you now, but she is just out in her world. She's a pretty girl living her life, like she's on her phone, listening to music, whatever. She's looking around, looking at birds, the bees, whatever, right? She's walking down the street, and then you see her, and she doesn't even pay attention to you. Like, but in your mind, because I've been there as well, like you're like 30 meters, 40 meters away, you see her, because you can always see pretty women, like guys have a radar for that shit. And then you see her and you're like, okay, fuck, what do? Do I smile? Do I look down? Do I look at my phone? Do I pretend to be cool and just like look away or ignore her, make her want me, blah, blah, blah. Bro, all that shit is just like gay, and it's never gonna work, right? Because you're too in your head. You're just like little boy thinking, right? What you need to think is, does she even know I exist? Do you see what I mean? Like, does she even know that? Like, she could walk past you and not ever actually look at you, and she doesn't even know a human like you exists in this world. Just think about that. You don't even exist to her. Do you see what I mean? You're like a rock or a blade of grass to her. You don't exist in her mind. Do you see what I mean? At least, if you're going to get rejected, let her know you exist. Just come to approach her and say, hey, look, I just wanted to interrupt your day for a second. I thought you looked really nice. Or if she's walked past you, little tap on her shoulder, excuse me, blah, blah, blah. Just say your stuff, right? If you're gonna get rejected, at least get rejected after she knows you're an actual person. You see what I mean? Because I've been in situations where people around me, and probably me when I was younger as well, I would be so shook of speaking to that pretty girl because she was banging, maybe with her friends or maybe even by herself, right? Let's make it like a little bit of an easier situation. She's by herself, but she's very, very pretty, right? And you just think in your mind like, oh, she wouldn't want to deal with me. I look a bit like rusty today. My hair's not cut, or like I'm wearing like baggy joggers or whatever. And I look like a bit of a roadman or whatever. And she looks all like proper done up, like she's about to go somewhere, right? So like the whole clash of cultures or clash of like financial cultures, it may be in your head, you may be earning more than her, but like because she looks a certain way, you may be thinking, oh, she's better than me in some kind of realm, right? But if she doesn't even know you exist, you're rejecting yourself before you get her to reject you in real life. So if she were to reject you, she'd be like, look, I'm sorry, I'm not interested, I've got a boyfriend or whatever. So it's not really a rejection, it's just kind of like being nice to like pushing you away, or like sending you on your way kind of thing. But if you class it as a rejection, there it's just like one weak-minded, because you're just like, you haven't even spoken to her yet. She doesn't even know you exist as a human being yet. So maybe just do that first, and then if she then decides to be like, all right, now I'm not interested, at least you will never go away with the regret of thinking, what if this girl could have been my mother of my kids, my next girlfriend, my wife for the next 60 years. I've been in situations like that as well, where it's just like you are super like entranced by this woman, and then you don't approach, and then you think about it like weeks and weeks later. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, if I just did that, I would have like at least known. Or who knows, we could have been dating right now. You just don't know. Literally, you just do not know until you go there. You pick up on the vibe. You see how you guys kind of interact. She like shows some signals that she's into you by extended eye contact or like smiling or whatever, or exchanges number and stuff like that. You don't even know she's got a boyfriend. You don't even know if she's straight. You don't even know if like all these different things, right? You don't know any of these things until you approach. So one little nugget for you there: don't be so shook of approaching before you like let her know that you exist.